Why did nobody talk about this situation that happened at a Trump rally? So, guys, for those that might not know, there was a Trump rally back in September. So I think it was September 19th or something like that in Arizona. A bunch of Trump supporters ended up with mysterious eye injuries, and some of them had to go to the hospital to get their eyes treated as they had a burning sensation. Now, these people sat on stage behind Trump as Trump was speaking. And as I guess the speech went on, people's eyes started getting irritated. They had to call EMS. People had to get transported to the hospital. Some people were able to go home, even though their eyes were burning a little bit. And all that goes down, and it doesn't get reported nearly as much as you thought it would have. Being that, guys, this president has had two attempts on his life, a bomb threat, and then this. And now the bomb threat that happened in Long Island was more geared and aimed towards the Trump supporter. And then you had this nonsense happening where people's eyes were burning. So this is an attack on Trump supporters, which I'm starting to believe, guys. So listen, these are not coincidences. These are not accidents. These are not something that you can just overlook, which mainstream media absolutely did. In fact, I read an article that stated that Trump's first assassination attempt was rumored. They were like, well, it was a possibility he was attacked. Oh no, the second one. Excuse me. They said the second one was a possible attack. I'm like, wait, what? How was it a possible when the guy admitted to it? Like all of these. So the mainstream media is doing whatever they can to downplay anything that happens involving Trump, including Trump supporters. Now, the eye burning thing, I found it to be very suspicious because what could have caused that but not burn everybody's eyes at once, including the president or former president because he was speaking. So a couple of people said that it was something called a PEQ 15, PEQ 15. I think it's a laser guided pointer aiming thing that you put on a rifle. Excuse me, because I don't know really what it is, but it's this thing here. And they were saying that maybe the guy was Secret Service, was flagging people in the eyes with it on purpose, because that's something, looking at it, that's something that you just don't do by accident. And you don't get that many people in the eyes by accident. So clearly, guys, the FBI and or Secret Service is absolutely compromised if you're doing this kind of shit to people. The incident in Long Island where they found a device and they go, oh, was it the next day they find it? They find it the day of his rally, and the next day their excuse was, oh, it was a practice device. Bomb. And I'm like, wait, what? So you state that you found a device, and then you turn around and go, oh, it was a practice device. Get the fuck out. Like, the fact that the media downplays it, the police out there in Long Island, they downplayed it. Of course they downplayed it because either Biden or Kamala Harris called them up and go, is there anything you could do with making that look like not what it was originally reported? And they're going, yeah, we'll just say that it was a practice device. Listen, guys, if people don't understand, and one thing about municipalities, police department, fire department, EMS, is that, and I'm putting this out there because if it starts an investigation, I don't give a fuck. But a lot of things get scrubbed and a lot of things get documented different ways. So if crime happens in the street, or not in the street, but in a certain precinct, certain captains are forced to not report every single crime that happens in the neighborhood. Meanwhile, it's still being investigated, but it didn't reach the books. It didn't get written down. There's certain things in the traffic field where they tell the brownies, if you will, they go out and they tell them, listen, if you guys get this many tickets in this amount of time, you can get this. Whatever it might be, whatever reward it is. Politicians often call certain places in the fire department and tells them, leave these group of people alone in Brooklyn when they're burning bread in the middle of the street. In fact, when that fire happened, not downtown, but in Harlem, were related to the movie Mother of Brooklyn or Brooklyn Mother, something like that, where a firefighter actually passed away. There was a fire marshal that was told, yo, you can't put that in that report. So a lot of these things happen throughout the city, and a lot of things get misrepresented and or just held back. So when that thing happened with Trump in Long Island, I can absolutely see that police force out there going, yeah, you know what, we're not going to say it was a device. We're going to say it was a practice device, so that it downplays what's actually happening to Trump. Because these things, guys, get done all the time throughout the city. Things will be downplayed so certain precincts' violence doesn't go up, or rape doesn't go up, or crime doesn't go up, so that it makes the mayor look good in the long run. If you do this for me, I'll make sure we'll get you to do that in the future. What unit you want to go into, we'll put you in there. Oh, you want to retire a little early with a better pension? Okay, we'll do this for us, and we'll do that for you. It's the, what is it, the one back washes the other, or one back scratches the other kind of deal? That's the kind of shit that goes on nationwide. It's not just here in New York. It's everywhere around America. You want to talk about corruption? Corruption is everywhere. There is not one city, one town, one little, municipality that doesn't have corruption in it. It's all over the place. But the fact that when it comes to the president of the United States, they try to downplay shit, that's where things get bad. And that's where things get interesting, because now they're focused on Trump supporters. 2 situations so far, actually 3, because we had 2 Trump supporters get shot at the first assassination attempt, and then you had these people's eyes burning, and then you had the device that was found that was a practice device. These things, guys, are getting worse for Trump, and I just don't understand why Trump is torching his own campaign by saying the shit that he's been saying in the last couple of days. I'm like, why is he insisting on throwing his campaign in the garbage by attacking Kamala Harris with bullshit? Granted, guys, we all know it's true, but we know it's true. The people who are paying attention, the rest of America is not paying that close of attention, and you can't say outlandish shit to fucking the normies. The normies don't get it. We get it, but the normies don't get it. And he continues to do this shit. Regardless, guys, this shit that's going on with Trump, and no one's calling it out. Not one Republican is calling it out in his defense. That's the insanity of this whole thing. And the Republican Party is a shitbag party right now, because they're not backing up their guy at all. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.